So it is about 8 o'clock. It is about 8 o'clock. My bed looks like it's going to catch on fire from all the cables I have around it. I just had a full cup of tea, which means I'm sleepy. Don't ask. I think I should record a voiceover for a YouTube video I've been putting off. And yes, I did break my Minecraft with catmaids, but it's not the way you're thinking. It's probably much worse. So I'm gonna explain all that, but if you want to skip to the part where I actually just break Minecraft with catmaids, go to the timestamp I have listed here. Great, now that all the losers that skipped through the video are gone, let's begin the story. That's a joke, by the way. You guys are efficient with your time, I appreciate that. Anyways, I'd like to start the story off by saying that I am a very avid speedrunner. I never upload my runs or anything like that because I'm terrified of males in the gaming community. But I do like to speedrun, and in general I mostly speedrun Kirby's Dream Land and Kirby's Return to Dreamland and Kirby and the Amazing Mirror and Kirby Star Allies. But you know what, I'm not speedrunning those games, I speedrun Minecraft. And there's only like a couple issues with that. One of which being I play on a really, really, really bad gaming laptop. Like, I think this thing is 5 years old. I'm recording on a different laptop, which is my school laptop. But the gaming laptop was passed down to me from my brother, and he tried to bit mine on it, and it has 8 gigs of RAM. And it's really, really bad. I can't even watch YouTube videos on it half the time, but you know, it works better than the school laptop for gaming and stuff, somehow. And it's got a built-in recording feature, which I thought would be pretty cool, but it's probably what caused all these things to happen. So basically, the way that the recording button works is it is just a button, like right next to the command button, that you click, and it just records the entire screen. It's not for recording different windows or anything, it's just the entire screen. So I was like, okay, great, I can record my screen while I play Minecraft, and I can look at my runs later on and be like, wow, you did shit. So I was speedrunning, and normally when I speedrun, I name my worlds. And you know, we have things ranging from cute to I hate this to why are there so many mushroom forests? And you know, creative names, I know. And I wasn't having very much luck at all because I kept spawning in mushroom forests, and every time I was like, this is not going to go well for me. I just want to be sub 1 hour tonight. Newsflash, I didn't get sub 1 hour, but you know, we live. So I was doing the thing, and then I got to a world, and I don't remember what I ended up naming the world. It probably wasn't funny. It was probably something like Penis or Penis 2.0, whatever. But it was a pretty good world, and I just ended up walking around for a while because I saw something in the distance, and it happened to be a ruined portal. And so I was like, great, this is really good. And then I started actually playing Minecraft, and it didn't go well because I suck at Minecraft. I was trying to do the thing where you get the flint and steel and you cook cows underneath it. That didn't work out too well for me. And then I tried to make a portal with the lava there because I was like, I think I have enough lava around here. And then I messed it up really, really badly, so I ended up having to leave that world. And I think in the next one I got a cool pillar or something like that. I don't know. I like the little random structures in Minecraft where it's just like a little tiny pillar. Little tiny. Little. And then after that, I just I was upset at Mojang, I wanted a good seed, so I told them that I would literally bribe them with catmaids if they give me a good seed. So yeah, you'll notice this seed is actually really, really good. Besides all the glitches that you'll see, it is really good, and I wish I was better at speedrunning because if I weren't so stupid, I probably would have gotten a really, really good runtime on it. But the computer was having a breakdown. It was like a college student. I mean, it just was not working at all. Basically, the biggest issue that you'll see first is the fact that the new recipes unlocked turns into Jared 19 can't read, and it just doesn't the letters are very hard to see, and it was actually looking like that on my computer. So I think like this is probably at the 45-minute mark of me speed running. So this was probably the point where my computer was just giving up because it doesn't have a lot of RAM. And I am also recording on it, and I should probably switch to OBS, but am I gonna do that? Probably, actually. But besides the whole new recipes unlocked thing, like, yeah, that's weird, but it's not too weird, right? I saw white things in the distance, and I was like, oh, great, they're probably sheep. I can make some beds, and then be ready for the Ender Dragon. You know, cool stuff, cool stuff. And I got closer to it, and I got closer to it. And then I realized they're definitely not horses. So first we have the new recipes unlocked GUI being all weird, and then we have textureless horses. That's great. That's cool. So I did what any normal person would do and I relogged, and the main screen showed the creepy thing, and I was like, that's my luck. That's great. And so I got back in and they still hadn't changed, like at all. So I relogged again, and it's just like, I don't know what's wrong with that group of horses. Every single mob that I encountered afterwards was completely fine, but the horses, no. The horses don't get rights, apparently. So I left the horses by that point. They had been my justice for too long. I had to get a move on. Go and scurry to fight the Ender Dragon. And, there's like a list of things that you need to do a proper Minecraft speedrun, right? And one of them is a lava pool, and one of them is not 2 diamond horse armors that you get from a desert temple that you spent 5 minutes collecting resources to get into because you were going to be embarrassed if you just fell in there and died. Yeah, that wasn't one of the things you needed. But I got it. I got it. Mojang really wanted me to go back to see the horses, but I was not going to do that. So right next to the desert temple, there's a big ravine. And in the ravine, there is iron, so I got a ton of iron, as you do. I spent way too much time collecting iron from there, and I did not maximize my smelting, but that's alright. Surely. And so I started work on the portal, and you'll notice that I paused the game because I had to look up a tutorial on my phone of how to do the portals again because I was just completely dumb and forgot. And you'll probably catch this, but I forgot a block, and it will come back to haunt me later, I assure you. So I had the portal done now, and I could finally get on with my life. And then I realized I didn't have flint and steel, so I went to go find some flint. Because I already had the steel part. I definitely already had the steel part. And I was just going through the desert, and I found a village, and I was like, great, well, I can get some food here, and probably some beds too for later on. And right next door, there's another village. Like I said, had I been a very good speedrunner, this would have been an amazing seed, but I'm not. So I have the flint and steel, and I go back to the portal, and I go to light it, and I set myself on fire, and I'm like, well, I'm dead now. I unfortunately didn't die right then and there, and I realized the error of my ways, and then I lit the portal again, and then it still caught me on fire because Minecraft hates me. And then I lit it again, and it actually worked this time. So I went away into the nether, and I thought that I was just in a big, chasm because I thought the chunks hadn't loaded. How do you say that? The chunks hadn't loaded in. The chunks hadn't loaded in yet, and so I was just standing there, and I was mining some stuff, netherrack specifically, because that's the only thing around me, in order to just have blocks and everything. And I look across, and there's the nether fortress, and I'm like, oh, good to know I'm blind. Time to bridge. So I'm bridging, and I'm not speed bridging because I don't trust myself. And yeah, I'm not gonna explain this part. You can just watch it. I'm not gonna explain this or how embarrassing this is. You're just gonna watch it, and you're gonna tell me it's not embarrassing in the comments. Okay? Sorry to disappoint, but that is how I broke my Minecraft with catmaids. Not because I coded a mod that has catmaids in it. Although, that is a funny video idea, and I might do that. No, I probably won't. If this video does well, I'll do that. I say that because I know it's not going to. So, So here's the end of the video subscriber spiel, except I'm gonna make it quick. If you live in Sweden, you can't subscribe. But if you don't live in Sweden, you're fine. And you may ask H2, what do you have against Swedish people? 0% of my audience is from Sweden, and I'd like to keep it that way, so everyone who's not from Sweden has to subscribe now.